Hello, everybody. This afternoon, I'm speaking with Britton from Percy. Britton, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Ed. How are you?
I'm doing great, and we did a great video on a half a year ago about this new tool you created, Percy, which created listings and did some other things using AI, and it did really well. And since that video, I think the whole Amazon, I mean, not because of that video, but since that time when we did that video, the whole Amazon AI space just has gone like 5 generations ahead. So I know
Oh yeah.
you're yeah. So what has Percy been doing the last 6 months to blow my mind away using AI?
No pressure. Um, Percy started as a listing generator. So the very first thing that we did, and this was going back maybe 2 years, was using AI to write listings. And we've just been building more and more onto that sort of main attraction. And we've also been adding a lot of extra steps on the back and the front end to make the job even easier. So on the main listing generator, we're always working on the AI. So we're always making upgrades to do better optimization, to do better proofreading, stuff like that. We also do restricted phrase checks. So one of the first things that people wanted from Percy was, hey, I want to know if there's an environmental claim or a medical claim that's hiding in my listing somewhere. I need to know that. So we check for all of that stuff. Um, the other things that we've been adding are other work that goes along with making your listing. So keyword research is a big one. I think we can talk about keyword research today. We have a tool called Keyword Wizard that does all of your keyword research in maybe a minute or two, which is really cool. Uses AI to do that. Um, and then there's also things that come on the back end after you make your listing. So we just released an A+ content generator that might be 4 or 5 months ago, as well as a Walmart listing generator, because a lot of Amazon sellers, they want to diversify. They want to sell in different marketplaces, and Walmart's guidelines and SEO rules are all different. So with the Walmart listing generator in Percy, if you have an Amazon listing, with a few clicks, you can translate that listing over to Walmart with their SEO rules, all that stuff, which is really cool.
Right.
The most recent thing we've just launched is rank tracking. So when you have a listing in Percy, all you have to do is add an ASIN, and now Percy will track all of your keywords day by day, so you can see the progress that your organic rank is making, which is very cool. We're really excited about that.
Right. Okay, so let's focus on keyword research.
Yep.
And one thing I just want to make sure, because there've been keyword research tools, I mean, for 10 years. What what do you mean using AI? Like, what does the AI component add to the keyword research?
Yeah, yeah, it's a great question. Basically, for 10 years, you've been able to search keywords or ASINs and get a huge list of keyword results. And there's a lot of information you get with those. Um, like I think the newest one that people sort of give you is keyword sales, but there's metrics like relevance, like search volume, SEO competition, CPC. There's all these ways that you can compare keywords together. But at the end of the day, it's still up to you or someone on your team to manually go through that list. And there's sometimes thousands of keywords.
Mhm.
It's up to you to manually go through one by one and filter that down to a manageable list of maybe 50 or even 100. And Percy's Keyword Wizard tool does that for you in about 60 seconds, which is really cool.
Right. To me, it seems like if you don't use AI pretty soon, you're not going to have a choice. You're going to have to use AI because everybody else is.
I mean, maybe I still see people who, if you just have one listing and it's possible that you really want to write everything yourself. Um, there are some, I mean, some people just love writing, and I'm a copywriter, so I can understand that. I do think there's a lot of value um, in the help and the security that you can get from a tool like Percy. So even if you're writing something yourself, you might not know all the restricted words. you might not know all the tricks and the best practices to get really good results optimizing your listing. I do think anyone who's seriously selling on Amazon, it's everything is going to become a lot easier. Um, so I think the folks who are starting to use AI more and more, they're starting to see some advantages already. Big sellers, they can um, just be more efficient. So you can list more products, you can optimize more frequently. So that's probably a really big one. That like in the next few years, I think one of the big shifts is right now you might re-optimize your listing once a year, and a lot of people don't ever, they just list it and they just never touch anything. But pretty soon it's going to be much easier for you to say once a month, look at all your keywords, look at your whole listing, and re-optimize your listing, which is just going to make you more responsive to the market. So I just think it's going
Yeah,
to help sellers a lot.
yeah, but what's gonna happen is if you're a seller that doesn't do that, you're gonna fall behind. So
I think so.
okay, so
Yep.
let's do. We did this last time and it was a lot of fun. So
Yeah.
let's do a keyword research. So I'm gonna do something which I just purchased, which is something I
Uh-huh.
did last time, and we're going to see if what it shows. So I just purchased
Okay.
a an electric scooter. It's 9,500 lumens, super bright bike.
This is an electric scooter.
Yeah, it's a light for an electric scooter, but it's for a bicycle too. So
Okay.
it's a super
Electric.
exactly.
Okay, so I tell you what, I'll put electric bike light, and then we'll put for bikes and scooters as a sort of description, product details.
Yeah, and it's waterproof,
Mm-hmm.
USB rechargeable. It could run for 36 plus hours on one charge. There was also a
36.
free, yeah, free tail lights and 360 degrees rotable. Yeah, and yeah. So that's the basic description.
Okay. You said
And
360 degrees, like visible, was it?
no, like it flips around, rotable.
Oh, rotatable. Okay,
Potato,
rotating.
yeah, potato, yeah, rotable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fantastic. Okay, so just to give you a basic idea, here's where we're putting the name of our product. This is what we'll call it, and then here's just some brief details about the product.
Now
This is so that
the description's already done. We already did that. This is the next stage, right? The keywords.
well, this will actually be the step before. So in this case, I'm pretending like we haven't made any listing yet.
Okay.
We're just putting in some basic information here. So we'll find our keywords with Keyword Wizard, and then once we've got our keyword research done, we can one click send this over to the listing generator to make our listing.
Okay.
Um, and I'll show you how that works. So here's the name of our product. Here's just some brief details about the product, and I'll put a keyword in here. I'll just put bike light as a keyword.
Okay.
If we were being really serious, we could go find a bunch of competitor ASINs and we could put those in here as well. But just for the sake of this demo, we'll use a keyword search. And there's a few steps here that go into keyword research, just like if you were doing this yourself. The first step is getting a whole list of keywords. So you'll search a keyword or some ASINs to get your keyword search results. And you can see those here on the right. This would look very familiar to anyone who's ever used Helium 10 or Jungle Scout or
Right.
something like that. We've got our keyword phrase, and then we've got metrics to judge them by. This step two is keyword strategy. And all this is sorting the available keywords that we've got. With this one keyword phrase, we found 775 keywords. How are we going to sort those? What are going to be the really most important ones, and what are the ones that we don't need to worry about? So we've got this keyword strategy step that can one-click sort by a lot of really popular Amazon SEO strategies. So depending on the kind of account you are, depending on the kind of product, the category you're in, um, you would want to have a different strategy. Some people really care about long tail keywords because they're a new seller or they're in a really crowded space. Other folks might care about really broad keywords, or specifically they want to focus on keyword sales, things like that. So this is a really easy way to sort these keywords by the most important metrics. Um, Now, step 3, this is detect bad keywords. And this is where AI really comes into play. Um, the search is just a basic thing. Keyword
Right.
strategy, we just do a bunch of complicated stats on the back end. But now we're actually using AI to get really smart and save you a lot of work. So you can put your brand in here, whatever that would be. And then we will look through all the keywords and look for any of the bad keywords that tend to hide in Amazon keyword results. So whether you're doing an ASIN search or a keyword search, there's always going to be things that you need to avoid that you would normally need to go one by one and take out. Percy understands your product and it understands the keywords, so it can do that work for you. So here we've got all the brands that Percy's found hiding in these results. You definitely don't want to use these in your listing. If you have another brand in one of your keywords, that's guaranteed suppression. You're going to have a huge problem. So we definitely want to find all of those and we'll take them out. We'll take those out with one click. And now Percy will look for other kinds of bad keywords. The first category is misspelled keywords. These are actually really great for the backend. You love to have misspellings in your backend keywords. So I'm going to pull these over to my backend section here. We'll save those. Um, but if you have misspelled keywords in your front end, people just won't think you know how to spell. They'll just think, well, this person didn't spell their product right. Um, Similar for foreign language, sometimes you see foreign language keywords. We skipped foreign languages because there weren't any in this search result. And now finally, here's unrelated keywords. This is our final sort of search. So Percy looks at all the keyword results that we've got, and it compares it to those product details that you gave me at the start. So how many lumens? How does it recharge? Is it USB or not USB? What is it for? Is it for bikes and scooters? It'll look at all the keywords we've got, and it wants to find anything that doesn't relate to our product. So we don't want a bike flashlight because that's not the product that we've got. We don't necessarily want a mountain bike light because this is for scooters and road bikes. Um, this can really help to cut
Right.
out any irrelevant keywords because you want to save the keyword space you've got for the ones that are really relevant, that are going to drive sales. So this is also a great way to clean up your keyword results. And I just clicked done to remove all of those, and we're done. That's it. That's our keyword research finished. We've got 107 keywords, about 211,000 search volume. We can always look through here again and have a quick look for any that we might just want to take out for whatever reason. But this is done. You've got your keywords. You can download them and use them in your PPC if you want to. And the next step would be to send this to the listing generator, and you can make your listing. I know we have a short show, so I won't get into the whole listing generator, but basically you can click here, one click, and then Percy will write your whole listing for you.
Let's do it.
We've
Let's
already done
do it.
all the work.
You want to do
Okay,
it?
all right, we'll do it real quick. Sure. So we've got our keywords here. They're all sorted in the strategy that we told it before. We've got the details about our product up here. I didn't go into the details, but there's some other knobs that we can play with here before we want to generate our listing if we wanted to do that. But we don't have to. That's all optional stuff. Uh, so now Percy's writing all of the pieces of our listing, optimizing all the keywords in, and you'll see what we get back.
Right. I mean, it's pretty, the way I see it, it's going to be much more efficient for Amazon, for the buyers. And I don't, the way, I don't see how anyone can compete who's not doing this. I mean, it's,
Um, I mean, Amazon is a competitive place. So if you were the only seller on Amazon, you'd have a million sales, but you're not,
right.
and so you're really it's a competitive Game of Thrones where you're up against the other folks in your category, and whatever you can do to find an edge, that's going to help you out. Um, I think a lot of people just think of AI as being like, oh, it's just going to save me time, but there's a quality aspect to it.
Yeah.
So you're like, are you really gonna take all the time to optimize all of these keywords into your description? You might. Do you know how to use the right HTML tags so that your description is readable, it's broken up? Are you going to take the time to fill in all of your backend search terms? There's just a lot of extra things that a tool like this can help you make sure that you're hitting the quality right, particularly with those restricted phrases as well. We didn't have any restricted words in here because Perci fixes those before you ever see it. So yeah, there's a lot that goes into a tool like this, I think.
Yeah, so this was incredible. I mean, we'll leave it at here, and that was the point that I was hitting on. It's not just the saving the time; it's the quality is going to be just much better. That's really what I meant,
Yeah,
and it's very impressive. One last thing: how has the seller community been? Have they been receptive? Like, how's the graph going? Is it like shooting up, or how would you say it's?
it's it's up. It's, I would say, up to the right. We're not exploding, although we don't really want to explode. We want to grow in an organic way. We're a bootstrap company, so we grow with the customers that we gain. Um, uh, we if you get, there's this thing in software, if you get too many customers all at once, maybe your support isn't ready to handle all of the, helping people out. So you sort of want everything to grow in an organic way. Um, at a medium pace. And I would say that we're going very well. Yeah.
Okay, so congratulations, and it's
Oh
really
yeah.
impressive.
Thanks
And,
very much. Yeah.
you offering any discounts for us, or?
Yes, yes, yes. I'm glad you mentioned that. So we've got a special deal for anyone watching this. When you go to Percy, sign up and use the discount code ASGTG10. ASGTG10. You'll get 10% off. I hope everyone watching will go try it out. Yeah, it's a great tool. We're always adding new parts. There's going to be new tools that you're going to see in a month or two. So yeah, it's all up from here.
Okay, and I'll put the link below. So thank you very much,
Of
and thank you for coming.
course.
Appreciate it.
Of course. One last thing I want to add. If anyone's listening and you want to get in touch with me, just email me at Britton, Britton, Britton at Perci.ai, Perci.ai. Yeah, love to chat.
Okay, and I'll put that in the video. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Ed. I'll chat to you soon.
All right, bye.